Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this video, we'll be taking the story protocol airdrop seriously. It's happening on testnet, and basically this is the last testnet. And DYOR until mainnet. I believe mainnet is soon. So we'll be discussing how to go about getting started. Even me, I didn't have the energy to take it seriously, but this is another opportunity to be early, and it's on testnet. Okay, so let's get started. In the course of this video, there will be subsequent videos covering this subject. So we'll start on story protocol Twitter, and the final testnet is called DC. The narrative of this is very strong. The world's IP blockchain. So basically the logic of it is every transaction on the blockchain is an IP, whether it's your content, NFT, your content, data, stuff like that. Anyway, in the course of testing it out, you will understand the concept of this particular blockchain. So let's just jump into it. In subsequent videos, we'll talk about the narrative and all that. Okay, narrative is strong, by the way. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the logic of this is very simple. It's on testnet. Interact with as many applications as possible. Do so organically. Your aim should be to understand what the blockchain has to offer as a value proposition, the kind of innovative, productive applications it has to offer that is unique to the story blockchain, that you cannot find anywhere else. To look out for these things, basically, and then the airdrop becomes a bonus. You're contributing to their evolution. So that's our approach. We're not playing the role of an airdrop farmer and stuff like that. Now, considering that you'll be widespread in your reach, you can also position yourself for the airdrops of applications built on story. So it's of relevance to engage as widespreadly as possible. In particular, you can focus on applications related to your niche or interest. So that's the overall approach. That said, let's get started. We will click here. And typically you want to start with a faucet. Now, the issue with this faucet is that you need to have a Gitcoin passport with a good score. So it's best to have a wallet with history participating. They seem to want to deter bot participation, multiple accounts. As such, they want you to have a Gitcoin score of at least 5 to be able to use this faucet. Now, I've not met that requirement on this particular wallet, considering this is just a test wallet that I use for tutorials nowadays, but I've met that requirement on my main wallet. So I'm doing my participations on my main wallet. Now, to get a score of 5, they reduced this requirement. Originally, the requirement was really high, but now it's a score of 5. It's not very hard to get in reality. I'll quickly show you what it looks like to get a score of 5. Now, if it's a new wallet, like it's the case in my case, it doesn't have much Ethereum activity. So if I connect this, I won't be able to get the associated score here. Now, if I were to click connect, you will see the different categories. If I have a high level of commitment and activity on the Ethereum chain, I get 2 points for that. If I spend more than 0.25 ETH on gas, I get 1 point for that. If I've executed over 100 transactions, I'll get 0.5 points for that. So I will not be able to meet up with any of the parameters here. Hence, I'll focus on others. If you've interacted with the zkSync chain to an extent, you can get a total of 5.6 points. I have not, so I'll skip that. The only one I may be able to get from what's available here is this one, Discord, Google, LinkedIn 1.5. Now, the summation of this is already 3. So you need 2 more, basically. For this category, you will need some GitHub activity. So now you can also participate in this, but it may need some KYC. So my options are very limited here. Although I do have a Binance account I can connect, the Binance account needs to be verified and you get 16 points. So if you have an account on Coinbase that's verified, Binance, you can choose those options. Okay, that's not the scope of this video. I mean, assuming you had a Binance account, you'll click on connect. Uh, oh, okay. So you will need to import your Binance Web3 wallet here, which contains your BABT token. Anyway, this is aside. Uh, at the very least, I'll give you an avenue to reach me. Assuming you are struggling to get the score here, we can discuss your options. Anyway, that's all you need to make use of the faucet. But assuming you had an account already with a score of 5, then you can just make use of the faucet. Every 24 hours you can claim 1 IP. The fee on the story chain is extremely low, so 1 IP will do. But where possible, you can continue using the faucet multiple times, consecutive days, to acquire as many IP as possible. It may come in handy depending on how widely you use the story chain. Now, if you were on the old network, they've introduced the Odyssey testnet. So if you click here, it will pull up MetaMask and add the right credentials for the Odyssey testnet. And then you'll be able to get started. Okay, so assuming you've made use of the faucet, you will now have funds, 1 IP in your wallet. I wasn't able to use this faucet, so I sent a small amount of funds from my main wallet for the sake of this tutorial. Now, that's one thing to have in mind. I'm not sure if anyway, altogether, I believe later on they will likely sift participants using an on-chain reputation platform like Gitcoin, down the road. Even if you're able to transfer funds from another wallet to this wallet, like is the case here, you may want to improve your on-chain reputation before the time of the airdrop. They may incorporate that element to deter multiple wallets and all that, or bot participation. So they've referenced that they want real users, and considering the nature of the blockchain, they do need real users. I mean, it's like a user generation type of blockchain, where every content generated is an IP, something like that. Okay, let's proceed. Now we'll go to this. This is a good start. This is where you want to get started. Mint an NFT. So unramp your Odyssey IP asset. Story is the world's IP blockchain, tokenizing one of the world's largest asset classes and making it programmable, unlocking a new generation creative ecosystem. So, wow. So it says that this is available only for 1 week, so you want to hurry. Wow, I will need to participate offline here because I don't have the Twitter that I intend to use for this at the moment. Signed up. Okay, so you know how to go about doing this. Connect your wallet, then participate here. You will like this tweet, follow this, then subscribe to their YouTube channel. Then the last step is to mint this. I don't think you can skip the steps, by the way. Let's experiment. Of course, if you're to mint the NFT, you will need some IP tokens for the fees. So you need to complete the steps to claim the badge, which I've not completed. So after I've completed these steps, I'll be able to claim the badge. So this is a good start. Now, why is it a good start? Because it's likely will document indicates that you participated in the testnet, where a snapshot is taken to for the sake of an airdrop. A snapshot will be taken of your wallet showing that you have this NFT. Now, giving you the rights to remix and compose the IP across any app on Stories ecosystem. So it's basically your gateway into the ecosystem. Now let's look at the ecosystem. Anyway, let's skip this. You will know how to do this. It's very simple. Okay, so let's go to the ecosystem next. Now, ecosystem is basically a catalog of applications. Now, superficially looking, I believe this is a very NFT based blockchain. The ecosystem has been outlined here. Interestingly, they've whitelisted some platforms as a DC partner, so you may want to focus there. However, in my case, I'll advance past that to see what types of innovations are obtainable on Story. For safety's sake, however, so that there is a default due diligence, you can just focus on these ones here with the purple sign. Okay. Okay, so this, it looks interesting to me. It's a content-based platform. Okay, so there are Odyssey badges available per your interaction on these platforms. So you want to claim the badges, as many of them as possible. That will basically indicate the extent of your interaction with the ecosystem. I won't be interacting with this in the course of this video because I can't remember. I think I've signed up here, but I can't remember the sign up. But wow, I'm not sure I can remember the sign up. Anyway, I'll work on this offline. I will focus on applications. Now, this application, when you sign up, you will be able to connect your wallet and mint the badge. Again, that's where your IP comes in, the tokens, to pay gas fee. But it's a go-to platform where creators can find inspiration and collaborate with brands, influential creators, and IP. Through dynamic campaigns called Sparks, users can submit content and earn rewards based on content daily. So it's a content-based platform. Social in nature, let's look at color. Okay, so for this one, okay, qualification is not met. Meet the following criteria to qualify: verify your email, follow. So there are some social activities to carry on here. Color marketplace interaction means the color commemorative Odyssey NFT, buy an item. Okay, so there are some social activities to carry out here, and then some on-chain activities. Now for this one, you just click on verify here. I think I'm automatically signed in here. Now we'll just focus on the social activity. I mean the on-chain activities here means the color commemorative NFT. Oh, just a moment. So I think this is the NFT here, but it's best to get it from here. Just start fulfilling the quests here. I think after you have completed this will unlock. Okay. But speaking of the activities to carry out on here, apologies, buy an item, list an item for sale. I would not recommend, listing your commemorative Odyssey NFT for sale. It's best to buy an item that is listed already to fulfill this criteria. List an item for sale to fulfill. So after you've bought, you can list what you bought. Then here it says register an IP asset, mint a license, buy a license from the marketplace. So the licenses are in this category. Let's see. Oh wow, so you can actually do that, mint this commemorative Odyssey. I'm going to mint it. So this is how it's looking in terms of fee. Very small. So now that we have minted this, I wouldn't recommend listing this particular one up for sale. Okay. To get one, for that you can sell. You can get it straight from the market. I don't have enough. I don't have a large amount of IP, so I have to look for a very lowly priced NFT. I don't know why all these are zero price. So no listings found. Wow. So it's obvious that I will need to top up my IP. Except I buy one more of this. With how much I have, I can afford this. Okay, so this looks cheaply priced. Seven, 7,469. So this is what is being referenced here. Mint a license. You just have to use the platform as much as possible. Everything possible. So let's mint a license. So you're getting the gist of the blockchain. It's basically, IP is intellectual property. So blockchain, it's a social based blockchain based on what I'm saying, where you totally own your data. You can empower that, ensure that with licenses, an additional layer of ownership, basically. Okay, so interact with this as much as possible. All you are looking for is this, after all. Okay, so after you have engaged, we have minted a color commemorative Odyssey NFT. We've also bought an item. We have not listed an item, but we have registered and we have minted a license. And I would assume that we have also registered an IP asset. Now I also fulfill this offline, all these activities. Buy a license from the marketplace. Let's go to licenses. Okay, so this is a license. Okay, we have dealt with this already. Or have we not? Means license. Just a moment. License. Okay, so let's not dwell on this. You have a gist of the things to do. At the end of that, there will likely be a button. You click on this, sync eligibility. When eligibility is met, there will likely be a button here that allows you to mint this color badge, and you're done there. Next, let's try this. So one-stop shop for IP management and money market, powered by Story. Get in complete missions. So the badge is soul-bound, non-transferable to other wallets or owners. So take note. Okay, here connect Twitter, perform some on-chain activities. Again, I'll have to do this offline. This is where you claim the badge. So we need to connect Twitter to get started here. So you get the gist. I'll open my lines. For those who have questions, this may not be the perfect tutorial because I don't have like the Twitter and all that. I intended to just do a test. I made a video with a test wallet. This is not my main wallet. But as needed, where I have a Twitter to use, I may just end up participating with this wallet as well in another tutorial. Let's keep the video short and relevant. It will introduce you to how to get started. It's as simple as possible. Acquire as many badges as possible and make use of the story protocol. The apps featured on it, they are unique apps. In reality, this is like an application specific type of blockchain, so you will find the most niche based innovations on here that you wouldn't find elsewhere. I'm interested in the blockchain in those terms, and we definitely want to use it during mainnet because it's a social type of blockchain where it elevates the scope of ownership and ensures you have total ownership of every data involving the story blockchain, and that's the scope of it. Apologies, I'm ill, so let's make do with this video. If you need to contact me, use Airdrop C. There's a contact form beneath that you can contact me by. There will also be a publication for the story protocol here that I'll iterate over time with additional information. There are other airdrops as well on the homepage. My socials are the sidebar. You can subscribe to airdrop reminders in this category. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Exhaust the description. There are a bunch of opportunities there. Stay awesome. Take action.